found that pokey tools are handy for installing a circlip. So something like this. It's not focusing on it because it doesn't have anything to focus on. Something like that. See, it's nice, and you know, it's a hook and it'll fit in the hole in the circlip. And another one here. This one's just straight, just because I don't have another hooky one. It also fits in the hole. So now, I'm just going to take the circlip, going to set it on there, hold it with this side, grab it with this side, just want to spread it out, and get it to hook in. It'll take some fiddling, I'm sure. Ah, fuck. Of course, you're going to jam your hand. Oh, great, I'm getting grease on my fingers. There we go. Okay, so what I did is I got one side in here. Yeah, I got one side in, one side of the circlip here, and I then grabbed it with this and pulled down on the other side. I got it to get on there. Now, as you can see, brake pedal doesn't come off. So, got our clutch arm in there too. Now, I'm going to take my clutch pedal, slide that on the shaft, and the way I cut these threads, my tap wasn't long enough to go all the way through the whole thing, so my grub screw here can only actually go in one way. I put the hex head on the back side, so that way you just see the nice little thing, nice little stub end coming out the back. Once it's finished, it'll look real clean, look real nice. And one thing I noticed, I don't know if it's going to be like this with other pedals, but the hole on this side of the hoop of the clutch arm and the hole on that side are not perfectly even. So they, what am I trying to say? Yeah, so when I drilled the hole, it was kind of tough to get it all the way through. And then when I tapped it, it was even tougher. And you got to remember when you're tapping, you don't want to just twist that tap in as hard as you can and just keep going, you know, if it stiffens up or not. If it starts to stiffen up, maybe take a few turns and then back it out. And take a few turns and back it out. And that way you won't get the little metal shavings from cutting the threads jammed up inside, and your tap won't lock up. So there we go. That's nice tightened down. We'll flop that back and we'll have a look-see. There we go. And as you can see, looks real nice and clean there. And there's your pedal cluster, all assembled. And the return spring, as I was talking about earlier, this will, oh babies, that'll hit the floor there, that nub, so your brake pedal will stop at one point in time there, you know, it'll stop and it won't flop forward. And then this return spring, you'll bend it all the way around and hook it into the bolt hole, which is actually clamped in the vise there. And that'll stand up. You're gonna hook your clutch cable on here. One trick I heard about was to pull your clutch cable out a little bit, you know, disconnect it from the transmission, and then safety wire it to this, so that when you go to put it in, you don't have to just search for the thing in there, which can be a real pain in the butt. Okay, so now we've got this. My linkage is a little unique due to the moon pedal. Unfortunately, that's also a problem because I lost that screw. And at the bolt store, they tell me that that's a Acme thread in there, and that it's going to be hard, and that they didn't have a bolt that fit it, that I could modify to fit. So let's see. Grab that. I've safety wired the bolt through there. The flat head thing actually goes all the way down in there. So I see it. I safety wired it so it wouldn't vibrate out eventually. And it kind of looks cool. You know, it's something they do on airplanes and old race cars and stuff like that. So it's always cool. And now I figure I'll just use a hammer and punch to smash that thing in there in that place. There we go. Nice, where is it? There we are. Good sized punch. I think it'll match up the, yeah, matches up the size of the pin head. No pun intended. Or pun intended. Matches up the size of the pin head. Evenly distributes the force. That's going in there easy. Yeah, looks like about as far as it'll go. Perfect. Now we got that. That works beautifully. So you see that, and then there's the moon pedal. Got this little ball here, which fits in this hole. Maybe even looking through the camera, not in real life. And then when you press the gas, your pedal goes, and you're obliged to make engine sounds. So, awesome. It's my pedal cluster put all together. I like that. It's very cool. There we go. Nice. That's what it'll look like. Oh yeah. That's bitchin'. Oh my gosh, almost forgot to mention the one of the most important parts of your brake pedal. Clutch, this whole assembly, and that's the brake pedal push rod. This I haven't painted yet. But it goes like that, goes in there. It uses a similar pin to the accelerator, which I seem to have just dropped. That's handy. But I showed you how to put the pin in on the accelerator. Now, looking back on it, I wish I would have put that in before I'd installed the pedal, but it looks like I can get a punch in there and hammer it in easy. So, just imagine that's there. And it shouldn't be hard to do. This is adjustable. I don't know how to set it yet, but maybe if I figure it out, I'll put a video response to this or something. Oh, and of course, never forget to put your tools away. Yeah, that's about it.